All right, let's dive into something that's shaking up healthcare in a huge way: the rise of AI and medical writing. We're going to explore how algorithms are already starting to shape the health information that all of us rely on. So let me just start with a question for you. What if the next patient brochure you pick up, or maybe even a really important clinical trial summary, was first drafted not by a person, but by a machine? And look, this isn't some far off sci fi idea. It's literally happening as we speak. To really get why AI is making such waves here, you have to understand the incredible pressure that human medical writers are under. I mean, every single document they create has to be perfectly accurate, crystal clear, and follow a mountain of strict regulations. It's such a meticulous, high-stakes job that it creates this perfect bottleneck, which is exactly where technology can step in and make a real difference. And that is exactly where AI comes in. Not as a replacement, mind you, but as a seriously powerful new tool that's adding some real, tangible value to this critical process. So how does it help? Well, these applications are incredibly practical. AI can take over all that tedious, repetitive work. Things like formatting citations or cross-referencing for consistency across a 1,000-page report. This frees up the human writers to focus on the big picture. Plus, it can chew through massive data sets to spot trends we might miss. And, this is really cool, it can help tailor the language for completely different people, from a top surgeon to a patient who's just learning about their condition for the very first time. So, what does all this mean in a real world? Well, for doctors and researchers, it means getting crucial information out there much, much faster. And for patients, it could mean finally getting health info that is clear, understandable, and actually personalized to what they need. And this isn't just about being more efficient, it's really about making healthcare more accessible for everyone. Okay, so with all this amazing potential, you know what's coming next, right? We have to talk about responsibility. Handing over any part of medical communication to an algorithm means we have to be extremely careful. So that brings us to the absolutely critical safeguards we need to put in place. So what does using this tech responsibly actually look like? Well, first off, human oversight is an absolute must. An AI can draft the content, sure, but it can't feel empathy or make a truly complex ethical judgment call. Then there's the big technical challenge of bias. If the AI is trained on skewed data, you could get skewed results. And of course, patient privacy is completely non-negotiable. And finally, transparency is key. People have a right to know when AI was involved in creating the information they're reading. And this, of course, brings us to the question that pops up anytime we talk about AI. What about the jobs? Are we looking at a future where human medical writers are just obsolete? While the evidence really points to no, it seems these roles are much more complementary. Look, AI is a rock star when it comes to speed, processing data, and sticking to the rules. But humans, we bring the things a machine just can't replicate: empathy, understanding cultural nuance, making ethical judgments, and true creativity. The AI is there to augment the writer, not replace them. And what's really exciting is that the benefits of this partnership aren't just for, big pharmaceutical companies or massive research hospitals. AI actually has the potential to make a huge difference at the community level, too. For instance, just imagine this. AI tools could help a small, under-resourced clinic get up to speed on the latest global research for a specific condition, like almost instantly. It could help connect local providers with major academic centers, or even help design a health campaign that's perfectly tailored for a specific neighborhood's needs. At the end of the day, this is about democratizing access to top-quality information. So when you put it all together, where are we heading? It seems the path forward isn't really a choice between technology and tradition. It's about finding that perfect sweet spot, that right balance between the two. And I think this quote really just hits the nail on the head. AI is a transformative tool, for sure. It's reshaping the how of medical writing by making it faster and more data-driven. But the fundamental why, that need for clear, accurate, and empathetic communication, that remains a deeply, deeply human job. And so, this leaves us with one final, really critical question to think about. As AI gets woven more and more into the fabric of our health content, how are we going to define and measure our trust in it? The answer to that is probably going to shape the future of medicine.